Ishana Shyamalan, nice to meet you. Clint Drieberg here, and thank you for making us wonder with this movie, The Watchers.
Cool.
Just when you think it was safe to go to the cinema, there's another Shyamalan coming in to make can I just say, mess with your head in a lovely way. That's a compliment. That's a compliment, by the way.
Thank you. Well, that is feels like something great. So I'm very happy that you feel that way.
Um, I've got to say, among the wonderful Dakota in this film, the other star of this film is Ireland.
Yes.
Coming here to make your first feature film. That must have been quite something.
Oh, it was so lovely. I think it was in many ways just kind of happened with the story that I chose, but it felt like the perfect place to be going through this very intense, crazy experience for me. I found it so warm and so pleasant to be there, and I feel like it's a very artistic place. So I really just fell in love with it and enjoyed being there so much.
It, in a nice way, again, Ireland is great at being eerie, is it not? It oozes this thing about
Absolutely.
the woods of Wicklow. Just really, I can't help but describe it any other way as being another star of this movie. I don't think that happens in many landscapes and places.
No, I mean, I think that's what's so beautiful. And I think everyone who goes to Ireland kind of comes back and is like, wow, like you have to go see it yourself and you have to experience it to really understand that essence. But it is very much, there is kind of a, in my opinion, like an otherworldly feeling to the natural settings there, and it feels embedded in everyday life in that way. So there is just that kind of like intangible feeling of something else kind of existing with you, I think, when you're in Ireland.
Do you feel pressure even now that the movie is made and it's had its premiere? And I mean, you're still doing all the rounds, talking to people like me, but following in the footsteps of M. Night, is there still a weight on your shoulders, Ishana?
I mean, I think I don't know what the sort of implications will be of that. I think for me, it's really about sort of the artistic process of this particular movie, and felt like such a big thing just in my life to accomplish this thing and to kind of settle in this art form that I love so much. So I try not to like weigh it too heavily in the art making process. And I suppose it's really about like the relationship of the movie to the audience, and I think in many ways like the artist should be taken out of it, and the story of the artist is kind of unimportant to the movie itself.
Back to that story and the Watchers. Why this story? You mentioned earlier just to me there that you kind of picked it and it just happened to be in Ireland.
Yeah.
How did that process come about?
It was very much, I think, I wanted to sort of play in this fantasy horror space and was looking at different ideas and kind of like outlining different things. And at that moment, A.M. Shine's book was brought to us, and I just read it and felt like completely into it. I was sort of blown away by his ability to sort of move the story in this very kind of tactical, scary way and keep this mystery alive. And I had no idea where it was going to go. And I think that also there's such a kind of rich visual opportunity in the movie, and it kind of continues to billow into this really vibrant world, and that just made me kind of wide-eyed and excited as a creator.
Do you guys, as a family, love to sit around and watch scary movies? I'm just trying to imagine where this genre that you all do so very well comes from. Like, was it horror movie nights at home? Where does this come from? This amazing knack for making these films in your family?
I think definitely was a horror movie house growing up. That was very much something we all kind of collectively shared in and enjoyed. But it's interesting. I think it's a way of oddly a way of connecting to other people. And I think for whatever reason, like my family, I think being like an immigrant family, there was the need to have that element of like, what can we do to sort of connect to other people and create empathy. And I think we've all found kind of solace in like telling scary stories is that way to elicit emotion and create a relationship with other people.
Last but most important question, Ishana. You spent some time making a movie in Ireland. We love you and thank you for that. Why didn't you have the premiere here? We would have loved to have the Wicklow premiere of The Watchers. It would have
Oh
been
my
fantastic.
gosh, I know. I so wish that could have happened. Yeah, I mean, I'm so eager to come back, and I will soon, and I want to celebrate with everyone there who worked on the movie.
I saw myself.
Someone's out there.
Please open the door.
John? My husband's outside.
This is a trick.
Oh my God.